Tell you what the first thing was that happened in March, on the last day of March, was that I just lost all the clips that I did all through March. So I'm going to try and remember what it is that I told you. So first of all, I'll tell you what's changed in here, and right away you can probably see behind me what happened is that the orange door is now white. The wooden boxes that were in the corner there are not anymore, and I've got this amazing old filing cabinet. Ra and I got a can of spray paint and we painted it, so now it matches the fire beautifully. So that's different. So the white door, we saw the shelf up there. Well, now there's another little shelf because I'm drying herbs and putting them in little bottles. So they're up there, so another little shelf there. I made this little drop down table here, which at the moment has got my computer on it. So this table just folds up against this here, so that's pretty handy. I didn't know how to make one, but I thought it out and it works really well actually. And this beautiful piece of wood, this is Australian silky oak, and this was a little wardrobe door, so I found those at the tip, and with a bit of cleaning up and sanding it came up really beautifully. Let's have a look outside and see what's changed there, because and this only happened yesterday, and unfortunately there was some lovely footage to go with it, but now there isn't, so I'll have to tell you what happened. My friend George was here, and George's daughter and son-in-law, so that's Elizabeth and Aaron, donated a heap of sheets of alcinite, you know, that clear corrugated stuff. And now I have a closed-in bathroom, so it's a bathroom / greenhouse, and George and I did that yesterday, so come and have a look at that. A sliding door, which is very smooth. I made a handle for it this morning. And in here is my shower room. So it's all kind of closed in with this clear stuff, and on the ceiling as well. But we put some shade cloth up as well because it was a bit too warm. So now this is where the plants are. I put this shelf in this morning. So now I shut this door, and not only do I have the privacy that I didn't have before, but I have the warmth. It is so nice and warm in here. So in winter I'll be able to grow these citrus. This is a lemon, and this is a kumquat here, and I've also brought in a couple of chilies. So this is a tiny little chili, very hot little bird's eye chili here, and this chili, well, it hasn't fruited yet. It was in the garden, so I decided to dig it up today and put it in a pot and have it in here. So now it's got this wooden step, very nice, step up. I can do step exercises, look. And now I'm being daft, aren't I? Okay, so the gourds have gone. There's about a foot between the mesh here and the alcinite in here, so anything that grows on the mesh I can still get to, whether it grows on the inside or on the outside, so that's terrific. So I'm still collecting tomatoes here. The windows here work really well for letting out extra heat should it get too hot in the shower greenhouse. That's what we'll have to call this, the shower greenhouse. So I can open the windows and let warm air out of there. What's happened out here? Quince has got new growth. That's lovely. I mean, it was so wet. It really rained and rained and rained and rained. So everything was quite soft. This looks like it's died. This was the lovely Christmas bush that was a gift. Well, doesn't look very good now. But anyway, who knows? It may grow again from the bottom. These things do happen. Oh, actually, yeah, look. It's got some growth on the bottom. This lovely native frangipani is doing so well. This is a keeper, I'm sure. This will stay. The pumpkin has gone, so there's a few other things in here, and the steelwood's growing well at the bottom. So something will happen here. I think these are keepers. Now you might have noticed that there's a patch here that's kind of mowed. Well, this is where the new chicken house is going to go. So the plan is that the chicken house goes here, and I fence all the way along the back and out one panel. So this whole stretch here can be chicken foraging. So what do you think of that? And this chicken pen is awesome. It's about 4 meters by 2 meters. So it's pretty big, which means that when I want to, I can go away in the mouse house and I can leave enough food and enough water, and they'll have enough room. Happy days there. Okay, the paths are a wee bit overgrown, but I'll get to them. This little tree here that we don't know its name is doing fine. It's grown quite a lot. I think it's double its size. Over here the pepper tree is looking very good. I did take one piece off the bottom, like see how it's growing right down there. Well, I took one piece off and I put it in a pot to see if I could strike it. The piece that I took off is alive and I've planted it, so we'll just fingers crossed there. I think it's called a Peruvian pepper tree. They were very common in schoolyards, especially in Victoria, Australia. They give the best shade. Okay, moving right along. Red flowering gum is going fine. That's a good one. I suppose it's double in height, but it's still only, what, knee height. So things aren't growing really quick. So moving along here. This bit here was so wet. There was a little pond. So I used a mattock and sort of cut through. There was a gum tree here, but obviously too wet for the gum tree. Didn't like it at all. Fields of flowers. Look, way taller than me. How beautiful. And when the sun's out, the bees are out. I love them. So this it was way down here. So this is a keeper too, this gum tree. So we do have some now. Bush lemon, still okay. We do have some now that are actually going to live and grow. So a lot of rain, sunshine. This is a new one. This is a currajong. It's sort of a bottle tree. You can see the bottom here's got a little bottle-y type thing. Right now it's pretty small, but it hasn't died. So yeah, it's about 10 inches, a foot tall. And I was given chrysanthemums with one plant of chrysanthemum, and I've split it up and put it all around the edge of the pond. And I can see now that they're actually starting to come into flower. So one thing goes and another thing turns up, so that's lovely. So they're around the edge there. And the pond, well, the pond's doing quite well actually. It hasn't gone down as quickly as it had in previous times. It's not a lot clearer, although I can see down about a foot now, which is pretty good. And there are now water plants in amongst it, so it should clear up fairly soon. That should clear up. So everything's going really well actually. So March, even though I've lost a lot of footage, it was a very productive month. A lot of things happened, a lot of things grew. It's really nice. And this looks good, doesn't it? It's a bit clear now. The rubbish heap from the corner has gone. I've been given a garden shed and it's going to go right here. You know, when I worked with Marty, I learned a lot, and now I'm learning a lot from George as well. My bamboo is doing okay. It's the best it's looked so far. That's pretty good now. The chickens are still happy in here, you know, until we get the new house for them. But this has worked really well because, you know, it's the shade and the protection from that hawthorn that they're loving. And with the mesh round my 2 blackcurrants here and a little bird cage round the little gooseberry there, everything's nice and safe, them and the plants. And the little house works well. They're safe in there at night. This little garden's going well. There's some squash in here. This is the garden I call Elisa's garden because she gave me the seeds for all these various things that are in here. This is the kale that was here last year that's come up again, which is brilliant. And chickens love kale. The almond, oh, I was a bit worried about the almond. All the leaves started sort of hanging downwards. I thought, oh, was that too much water for the almond? So they may all just be, this might be the last, whoops, see what I mean? They're losing their leaves. This might be the last sort of vid we see them with leaves on for a while. The Granny Smith apple is looking very good. This is the Gala apple, and it's got new growth. This here is what I took out of the compost, you know, when I did that film for cleaning the waterless loo. And thank you very much for those of you that did watch that, and the lovely comments that you left. Good on you, thank you. So this is the cherry that gave so much fruit. That'll be an empty stick soon. So there we have it. The main thing this time, last time was the window. This time it's the outdoor shower room. Outdoor shower room that is nice and warm. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. That's March. So you know what? I think I really do deserve a cup of tea before I start, you know, trying to edit this. Have a wonderful April. Have a wonderful Easter. It's my birthday in a week or so. So the news story is 66-year-old woman does amazing things with a tin shack on a place called Happenstance. See you next time. Bye.